Ladies and gentlemen, we know that the BBC has a gift, a talent for ludicrous, completely inane commie propaganda, but they have been scraping the bottom of a particularly small barrel today. Warm weather in June boosts UK economy. Yeah, they couldn't say Barry, 63, from Leeds, boosts UK economy because he's been going to work diligently for years. No, it's the weather. The weather. The sun shines and magically the economy's doing better. For a fact, there's no questions asked. When you've got an incontrovertible fact, i.e. the economy grew, it's the weather. But when there's anything negative, or not even that, the possible thought of something being negative, it's Brexit. Yeah, definitely. I'm quoting them from June, just 5 or 6 weeks ago. Is Brexit behind the UK's inflation shock? And to be clear, when the BBC asks a question about Brexit, the answer is yes. It's like your wife walking in on you, shagging a sister, and going, "Are you shagging my sister?" It's a question, but she already knows the answer, right? She's already made her mind up. Auntie decided what the crack was with Brexit 6 years ago, and every one of us knows it. That's why Question Time was about as impartial as a particularly clingy mother at a baby beauty contest. We know what you think about Brexit, you commie rats. The shockwaves triggered by the impact of Russia's invasion has been felt globally, but inflation in the UK climbed faster and more stubborn than in the US and the EU. Total fiction. We've all seen the numbers. Statista, harmonised index of consumer prices inflation rate in Europe in June 2023 by country. Turkey, Hungary, Serbia, Slovakia, Czech Republic, Poland, Romania, blah 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 blah, Iceland, Austria, Bulgaria, United Kingdom, 0.5% above Germany. So an outright lie. You could almost say it's disinformation. No, lies. I much prefer the old-fashioned term for disinformation and misinformation because I don't even like using the commie lexicon. It's telling lies. Barefaced lies. That's all it is. The BBC tells lies. But let's get back to the story. Inflation in the UK has not climbed faster and more stubbornly than in the US and EU. Some, including Mark Carney, the former governor of the Bank of England, who plays bridge with Klaus Schwab and definitely wears women's underwear, claim Brexit is to blame. But it's a complex picture. Go on, BBC, you're pissed. You've been knocking back Grandpa's old cough medicine again, haven't you? Warm weather in June boosts the UK economy. That's all it was. That's all it was. Bit of warm weather. Doom and gloom for years. A pandemic that caused surging inflation and businesses to close all across the entire globe, conveniently ignored when it suits them. It's Brexit. It's all Brexit, yeah. Don't want to talk about the pandemic now though, do you? All of a sudden. But I'm here, so like a pervert who takes sexual pleasure from nailing his scrotum to the kitchen table, let's read the rest of it, shall we? I mean, I've already opened the window. Warm weather in June helped lift UK economic growth by more than expected, according to official figures. Higher temperatures boosted pubs, restaurants, and the construction industry, lifting the economy by 0.5%. I would assume that drunks and fat people boosted the pubs and the restaurants, but what do I know? I've never seen the sun drink 14 pints in Wetherspoons and then collapse in the gutter with an erection, right? The sun doesn't really help the economy as much as the aforementioned drunk man with the erection. Trust me. The stronger data meant that the economy expanded by 0.2% between April and June. However, strikes by NHS workers weighed on output in June and fears of a recession remain over the UK's long-term growth. They're devastated, aren't they? They're devastated. They want it. These lefty arseholes are praying for you to lose your job, your kids to go hungry, and your ugly fat wife to leave you. Run away with the Nigerian man who just sneaked over in the back of a van full of tomatoes. They are praying for it to happen to you, because then they can go, look what Brexit did. Brexit forced Tyrone to remove your bird's drawers. Yeah, it was Brexit what did that. And it was Brexit that folded her over. I'm not gonna go on. I'll get banned. I'm treading on eggshells on YouTube as it is. Darren Morgan, the director of statistics for the ONS, said there were three factors that affected the UK in June: the number of working days, the weather and the industrial action. While he said the economy bounced back from May's extra bank holiday for the King's coronation, the manufacturing industry, and cars in particular, had performed robustly. Well, he didn't say that in the headline or the first two paragraphs, did you? It's almost like you're trying to obfuscate any good news because you are absolute weasels. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has made growing the economy one of his key pledges. Jeremy Hunt said the actions the government were taking were starting to take effect, but Labour's Shadow Chancellor Rachel Reeves said growth in the economy was still on the floor due to 13 years of mismanagement. Hey, I'm happy to concede that the Conservatives, well, they're not even Conservative, we'll stop calling them that, we'll call them woke guys in blue ties, right? The woke guys in blue ties are grossly incompetent and couldn't run a piss up in a brewery. But Rachel Reeves would burn the brewery to the ground, defecate on the ashes, and then blame it on Donald Trump. So I know who I'd go with if I had to. You do remember Rachel Reeves, don't you?
Is it transphobic to say only women have a cervix?
Look, is it transphobic? Look, I don't even know how to start answering these questions.
I fucking love it. I was crying laughing watching that. How good's that? Let's just listen to it again. I think this is the best way you could possibly answer the question, and I'll explain why in a moment, once I've stopped laughing.
Is it transphobic to say only women have a cervix?
Look, is it transphobic? Look,
Fucking hell. So listen, right, Rachel Reeves, the Chancellor, the Shadow Chancellor, one of the most important jobs when you take over the government. And that's what we're reduced to. She sounded like Elton John's boyfriend there. There you go. I summed that one up nicely, isn't it? That was a while ago. What a plank. A log in a dress. I wouldn't trust her to walk the dog, run me a bath, babysit a house brick. So wind your neck in, Rachel. The clever people are talking. Alright? I don't need to spell this out for you lot anymore because the people that watch this channel have got much higher IQs than Rachel Reeves. But the real answer to all of our economic woes, it's even got its own Wikipedia entry. It's so commonly known by everyone in the world who doesn't read the BBC. Have a look. COVID-19 recession. The COVID-19 recession, also known as the Great Lockdown, was a global economic recession caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. The recession began in most countries in February 2020. Can we stop talking about it now? Brexit. Ooh, it's Brexit. Shut up. There's a recession in bloody Romania. What's it got to do with Brexit? You might as well blame premature ejaculation on Brexit. It's got nothing to do with it. So shut up whinging. Anyway, that's just what I think. Do you disagree? Do you think the recession in Ecuador is caused by Brexit? If you do, let me know. I love talking to logs. That's why I listen to the likes of Rachel Reeves all day. For pleasure. I mean, I don't do it for money, do I? I'm on YouTube. They don't let me monetize any of my content. Apparently, ISIS have got an account, but I'm not allowed one. Figure that one out. Let me know what you think anyway. I'm off. Have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Even though the joke's on us. Please like it and share it and all of that jazz. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you all for a live stream at 7 PM on Monday. Thanks for watching. See you later. Cheers.